A while ago my sister and I bought those two radios and I just want to know, how bad are they? Let's start with this one. This is the JOC H-601U, and on the front we have this piano painted plastic, a display right here, and those 5 function buttons as well as those 10 number buttons. On this side we have volume up and volume down, and the speaker right here. And I don't know if you can see this, but look at this. While the outline of the speaker makes it look as big as this golden ring, it is actually not. If you look closely, you can spot a red ring. So the actual speaker is much smaller than you think. On this side we have this switch for power on and off. On the right side we have a USB plug, a TF card plug, headphones, and 5-volt DC to charge the lithium-ion battery. And JOC is clearly a no-name. I mean, it says registered trademark, but whatever. Let's power it up. It is very quiet. That's just hilarious. At some point the whole device is shaking. Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, we can try to...
Meine Religiosität spielt überhaupt keine Rolle. Kriegseis. Eine Preise. Typisch.
Yeah. The issue is it's not performing very badly, and though this video is recorded in my basement, you can believe me, I tested it outside and it's not performing bad. There are a bunch of different stations that it's recognizing, but there is nearly no station that's strong enough to be recognized by this device without any noise. You always have that awful crackling noise that, yeah, it's like always noisy. You cannot get a really clear radio signal. And in case you're wondering, no, it does not support auxiliary input or Bluetooth or any other thing. If you want to listen to your music, just get a TF card or an USB stick. Where are we? 2012? Again, this device is not 10 years old. I bought this 4 or 5 years ago. By that time, Bluetooth was already a thing. Let's do a little test. I'll plug the USB stick in here, and as you see, the music is hidden in some folders. Let's try if this device still recognizes them. It will switch. It does. There is some more music on there, and this is not the that license-free music. Let me try if I can find license-free music. maybe my expectations are a little too big for 10 euros. But for God's sake, that sounds just crap. It's missing everything. But what do you expect from such a tiny speaker? The speaker in my headphones is probably bigger than this thing. And of course, this is just to get your money, not because it shall be good. It has to be cheap. Cheap enough for somebody to buy it because that somebody thinks, oh, I might use it. No, you will never use it. Yeah, let's tear it apart. There you go. Careful. Honestly, this is more than I had expected. Oh. The speaker is just sitting in there. Honestly, the speaker does not even look bad, but it's just small, you know? Small speakers are always a little bad. And of course, if a small speaker sits in such a cheap plastic housing, it sounds even worse. Alright, let's take a look at this one. Same as with the other one, there are a few different versions of this one. While the other radio sells for around 10 bucks, this one sells for over 20 to 30 bucks. So let's see if we get a little more for our money. On the front we have the speaker right here. And if you look closely, it does look a little better. It's not that I can't really tell, but it just looks a little better. We have a display right here. We have the function button right here with play, pause, or mode to switch the mode. We have fast forward, fast backward, fast forward. That's just on off. And this one is the volume. And I already lost one of the feet. And as you already maybe saw, there are no screws down here. And if you look here, it is some kind of wood looking paint maybe. It looks awful. It looks everything but not like wood, but it still doesn't look bad, but just not like wood. Anyways, on the left side we have nothing. On the right side we have all the different outlets like the USB, TF card, aux, auxiliary input, DC 5 volts, and the charging lamp. I already tried charging it with a cable, but this lamp just doesn't work. I mean, it charges like normal, and after a while it finished charging, and the lithium-ion battery is loaded, but yeah, the light just never turns on. Up here there is nothing except the antenna. It's, I don't know, like a quarter of a meter or so. It's very, very short, and you can't turn it. It's fixed in this position. On the back side we have the type, the CMiK MK-616-BT. That's right, this one includes Bluetooth connectivity, which definitely is cool, and radio, everything. Also on the back, no screws. I don't know how to tear it apart, and I won't tear it apart. Like this hole for better sound, I doubt this is really useful. Let's maybe just turn it on.
Bluetooth mode.
It starts talking, and you cannot adjust the volume of this voice speech in there with this button. It's always the same volume, which is very annoying. You can switch the mode here,
FM mode.
if you press long enough, and it switches to radio, and you see the frequency in here and some kind of light down there. Though it says FM right here, there is no AM. And you can adjust the frequency with those two buttons. Oh, and maybe, yeah. You have some kind of channels. If I press this, it switches between some channels, but I don't know how to adjust. I think those are just random frequencies. No, it's always the same frequency. It is not. I have no idea. I have no user manual. I don't know. However.
Kultur.
And that's right. It even shows the volume. When I turn this knob, it shows the volume right there.
Das ist allerdings mehr als vor einem Jahr.
I doubt this is useful, but however. Yeah, it gets kind of confused when you when it's searching for a station and you adjust the volume at the same time, which is hilarious to watch.
Zwischen Fuldaer Dreieck und Raststätte als Planungsverbandsmitglied an den
Geht neue Kräfte. Zwischen Frankfurter Kreuz und Frankfurt Süd.
Yeah, whatever. Even here in my basement, it receives a lot of different stations, which is quite cool. And to be fair, it is a little better than the other one. And when the station is strong enough, it's quite possible that you can receive this station without any additional noise. And I used it up where the connectivity is quite better. And yeah, I got really a lot of different stations and most of them without any noise. So you can really use this as a radio. And if you don't want to listen to the radio, you can use a lot of different ways to get your music on this thing. The easiest way probably is the Bluetooth function, which works perfectly fine. You don't need any application on your smartphone or whatever, you just connect it and it just works. And yeah, the connectivity was quite good. You shouldn't get too far away from the device, but this works quite well. Though I don't know if this is because of my device or if my ears are just bad. I feel like the sound gets a little worse if you use Bluetooth. I have no idea if this is even possible. The radio sound always sounds a little better than the Bluetooth sound that you're getting. Maybe that this is because of my smartphone or anything, I can't tell you. I may even be wrong, but that's something I realized and I'm quite sure this is the case. That's why I nearly always used the USB plug, because I do have a USB stick with a lot of music. And same as with the other one, as soon as you plug in the USB stick, it instantly switches over.
Play by USB drive.
And it also says to you that it is the USB drive. And also if you click pause, it displays it actually here. And now I know why it has this display right here, which displayed FM before. Because at first I was kind of confused because it had no AM, so why this symbol at all? But now you can see it also displays USB, so it kind of makes sense. The mode button
FM mode
works like usual. You can switch between FM and USB, and if you press it again,
Bluetooth mode.
oh, you can even get to the Bluetooth mode.
Play by USB drive.
Yeah. Now I want you to get an idea on how it actually sounds. it works very, very well. And as you maybe heard, it gets very, very loudly. I did not dare to move it to the full volume. It's just too loud for my ears. But obviously, considering the diameter of the speaker in there, the louder it gets, also the worse the sound quality gets. And at some point, which is actually reached quite fastly, it just doesn't sound as good anymore. But yeah, even on a reasonable volume, it sounds quite good, and you can hear very well, not as with the other one. This thing truly amazed me. But I'll come to that in a short moment. Let's do a little comparison and a little conclusion in the end. Is it reasonable to buy such a radio? No, totally not. To be fair, this costs right around 10 euros or so. But this just shouldn't exist. I know what they were going for. Little speaker, radio function, retro design, a USB and TF card, obvious the ion battery in there. Yeah, I know what they were going for. But 10 euros, honestly, that's just crap. There is nothing good about this thing, except the headphone jack, maybe. For round about 15 to 20 euros, you can get this thing. This thing helps Bluetooth. It looks and feels a lot better. You can play your music everywhere just by using your smartphone. That's awesome. And it has a decent sound quality for that price. Alright, I hope you liked this little review of mine. Put your feedback down in the comments, leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss more of these videos. Thanks for watching and have a good one.